place. Tonight we're going to talk about how I made $205,604 working 18 hours or less per week, and how I taught my retired mom to do the same. And most importantly for you guys that are here tonight, it's not just how I did it or how my mom did it, but it's how you guys can do the same. So I want you guys to play full out tonight. I want you to put away Facebook, put away Twitter, put away your phone, all of that other stuff, all of the other distractions, and really play full out with me here tonight, okay? So if you guys are ready to play full out, then just type yes in the question box down below. All right, awesome. Okay, well then let's jump in. All right, so as we go along, like I said, I'm going to be asking you questions, asking you to play along. So the more Beth's ready, Amy's ready. Okay, awesome. All right, so let's jump in and get started and rock and roll. So first of all, I want to introduce you to my mom. My mom, aka Mammy. She never thought she was going to be called Mammy, but my husband's French Canadian, so she got a French grandma name. You know, like I said in the intro, is that she's done this well, build a six-figure business, but she was not expecting to have to build a six-figure business. My dad died unexpectedly when he was 56. My mom was pretty young when that happened, and she had to sell her house. She had just moved into her dream house, just got it all decorated exactly the way she wanted it, and my dad didn't have enough insurance for her to be able to keep it, so she had to sell it, which was really heartbreaking for her. Then, you know, obviously she sold the house, she had to move, and she had to get a job. Now, this was really stressful for her because this was, you know, computers weren't really around when she was younger, and so a lot of the newfangled technology, you know, she knew how to type really well, but she didn't know how to use any of the softwares or any of that stuff. So she had a series of entry-level jobs. She worked for a doctor, she worked for a travel agency, different things like that, but she was never really happy. She wasn't making very much money, and she worked for several people that were quite abusive, and she was at the point that she was ready to babysit for extra money. And I said to her, I said, Mom, you can't do this. You can't be babysitting for extra money. You're not going to be able to have any time to be with your own grandchildren, and it's not going to give you the lifestyle and the skills. You know, you have some skills that you can use to have a much better lifestyle. So instead of babysitting, I convinced her to start coaching. So last year, my mom made close to six figures while living a quote-unquote retired lifestyle. So she calls me from Arizona, and she's going to the pool. She's going to play cards with her friends. She's going to volunteer. That there on the right is where she lives in the winter in Arizona at a 5-star golf resort. And on the left side, that's where she lives in the summer at a cottage right on the lake. I mean, literally 20 feet from the lake. So that's how she's created this lifestyle for herself. And she could probably make more if she was not enjoying herself so much. You know, she's been able to travel all over the world and spend a lot of time, you know, coming to see all of the different grandchildren as well. All right, so what makes this webinar different? So this webinar is really, you know, unlike a lot of online gurus that you see out there, I'm actually making a living doing what I'm about to teach you. So I'm not just teaching it, I'm actually doing it. I walk my talk. I really strongly believe in having a business without giving up your life. Who does that sound good to? Yeah, awesome. Excellent. All right, so I want you guys to stay until the end. I have a super cool free bonus for you, completely free. I'm going to give you my marketing calendar that shows you everything that you need to do for marketing throughout the whole year. Okay, now you don't have to worry about anything. I'm going to have my assistant download the report at the end of the webinar to see who stayed till the end, and then we'll be able to see that, and then we'll send that report out to you for free. So who wants the marketing calendar? Just pop calendar there in the question box, and yeah, it's a great resource to have. All right, so a little bit about me. For those of you who don't know me, I'll just take you around on a little tour of my life. So the top left corner, that is me with the big man himself, Tony Robbins. I worked with Tony for over 5 years. I went to London with Tony, Las Vegas, all over the world. And did coaching for his company, Business Mastery, and also did consulting for him. But the thing that I'm most proud of, even though I was extremely excited to work with Tony, is that I've been able to design my business around my life. So you can see that's me in my pajamas with my daughter in her PJs at school, volunteering. My husband and I doing one of my bucket list items, which was riding horses on the beach. I always dreamed of that. Even though my hubby hates riding, he was willing to do that for me. And then that's me with my other little daughter volunteering at her school field trip. And us boating, we love to spend time boating. We spend about 8 to 10 weeks of vacation a year. I would probably take more vacation if my oldest daughter wasn't an elite gymnast, and we were allowed to take more vacation. And that's me at the castle in England when I was there with Tony. And that's my oldest daughter with Gabby Douglas, the Olympic champion. So that was one of the most exciting things for me, is that I was able to take her to go see her idol. I actually stood in line for 3 hours to go see Gabby Douglas for her so that she could get the autograph. And it's really exciting to be able to do these sort of things for my kids and with my kids and with my husband. So that was very fun. All right, so that's the highlights, right? But on the other hand, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, right? I have tried and failed so many times. It's not, I did teleclasses where nobody showed up, and that's not fun. You just sit there and you talk and there's nobody there. I send out offers to my list that nobody bought. And there's a lot of time and effort into doing that. You put your copywriting, you do all of that stuff, you build the web page, and not a single sale. Horrible. I invested in coaching packages with coaches that felt like money was just going down the drain. And that was really depressing, not just for me, but also to have to explain that to my husband that it was not a good investment. But I've finally figured out how to make my business work on my own terms, because for me, it had to be something that was financially successful and have my life be successful. Here's my website, businessoptimizercoach.com. I've been coaching for over 14 years. So I specialize in finding thousands of dollars that entrepreneurs are leaving on the table in their business, their hidden profits. So obviously I've done a lot right to get to where I am right now, but I've done a lot of stuff wrong. In terms of what I did right is, modeling. Modeling was, working with Tony Robbins, working with the best in the world, and then investing in myself and investing in my business. Because without investing in myself and investing in my business, I would have just kept spinning my wheels. Einstein says you can never solve a problem at the same level of which you've created the problem. So that's why you need to model other people that are already doing what you want to do. Tony Robbins says success leaves clues. So if you're smart, you follow those clues, right? And I've done so much wrong. I think my biggest thing that I've done wrong is chasing BSOs, bright, shiny objects. So if you guys are with me that you've chased a lot of bright, shiny objects, just type BSO in the question box there. And it's hard because when you're doing the bright, shiny objects, it's just so frustrating because you see all these things and you try to do everything, and without any focus, you're not getting the right things done. You're not focusing on the income generating activities. So if anybody can relate to that, to trying to do too many things and the wrong things, then just put BSO in the chat. Yeah, exactly. So, I struggled a lot, and in the beginning, it really sucked, and I wanted to give up. But that's my daughter doing a cartwheel with no hands, an aerial, and just taking this picture. She did not give up because she wanted to have the picture in the air upside down. And I don't have a fancy camera, so it took a lot of takes to get this. But that's what inspired me to keep going, was my kids, because I wanted to set an example for them, and I also wanted to have a business that I could be here for them and to have fun with them and to, not miss their life. Now, I love coaching. Now, I don't know how many of you guys are actually coaches, so just put in the chat. Are you a coach? Are you thinking about being a coach? Never thought of being a coach? Just put it in the question box, because that's going to help me help you guys tonight to know who's out there and what you guys are thinking. All right, So we have some people here that are coaches, some people that want to learn to be coaches. Okay, good. Everybody type in the box because, like I said, if you're not playing full out, you're not going to get the full information out of this. Okay, so I absolutely love coaching, and for just about anybody that does coaching, I find that most coaches absolutely love it. And the thing is that they have trouble with, and what I had trouble with, is selling myself and selling coaching. Even though I had a sales background in the past, selling myself and coaching was really hard because when people said no, I felt like they were saying no to me, and it was a lot more depressing than when you said you were selling a product or service and they said no. And in the beginning, I did so much free coaching, like way too much, and not enough signing up new clients. And so what happened is that is not a good that's not a good ratio to be in, like free to fee. That was not a good ratio at all. So that was not fun. So on top of this, I struggled to fill my business, and then I got into a good place, and I lost almost all of my clients when my first daughter was born. And I think that's because I live here in Canada, and they just think, oh, the moms are all going to take a year off work, and they all just decided to finish coaching all at the same time. And so when my daughter was born, I was getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I was nursing her, and then I was going to networking meetings. I was leaving here at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I would do my networking meeting, and then my husband and I would switch the baby in from his car to my car in the Tim Hortons parking lot, which is like Dunkin' Donuts in the U.S. So not a fun schedule, right? When I have a hard day now, I think back to those days, and I think, you can do anything, right? So in addition to doing these networking meetings, after I go to my business, I did coffee with quote-unquote prospects. And these prospects were really people who wanted to suck my brain and get free coaching. Okay, so if you are already a coach, put it out there in the question box if you know about the suck your brain free coaching, right? They all want to do that. So I knew that something had to change at this point because, I was studying. I said, something has to change because I can't keep doing this. I can't live like this. So I started studying internet marketing and started investing in some high-end coaching programs. Now these were scary. We're talking tens of thousands of dollars. And it scared the crap out of me to make this kind of investment in myself and in my business. And I mentored with some of the best people in the world as a coach and a vice president of consulting when I worked with Chet Holmes and Tony Robbins with the Business Mastery Program. So I combined the things I was studying and being able to be mentored by the best in the world to start to increase my business. So now I've created a foolproof system that anybody can follow. And this is step by step. It's 100% duplicatable, and it'll help you get high-end coaching clients to say yes without selling. Okay? Are you guys with me so far? Awesome. So, this is what I'm going to share with you tonight. How I made $205,604 working 18 hours or less per week, and how I taught my retired moms to do the same. So who wants to do that? Who thinks that would be awesome? Put awesome in there. Yeah. Yeah, it's so amazing to be able to have that kind of lifestyle. So let me ask you some questions before we dig into the content. Do you want to make an incredible income working from anywhere? Like I said, if my daughter didn't do so much gymnastics, I would be working from all over the place because I've designed my business so that I can. Would you like to have lots of free time, to be with your kids, to be able to volunteer, to be able to do yoga, to be able to go horseback riding, to be able to travel? Do you want to start some hobbies that, art that you used to do that now you don't have time for? Would you like to take vacations? Yeah, type in the question box. I'm curious to know, what would you do if you were working part-time and making a high six-figure income? What would that look like for you? How would your day look? Yeah, do horseback riding, traveling. Yeah, that's exactly, it's so fun to be able to create that lifestyle that you guys want. All right, well, this is the lawyer speak. So I hate to tell you this, but I have to tell you. Results are not typical, right? Because I'm going to show you my system, that this is what I'm doing right now. And it's earning me over $200,000 a year right now working part-time. Now, my results are certainly not typical. An average person that attends a training like this doesn't usually take any action on what they learn. And obviously, if you don't do anything, you get zero results, right? So what I'm going to show you today is I'm going to show you what's working for me absolutely free. This is not a get-rich-quick training. So if you guys are interested in the get-rich-quick, then that is not you're in the wrong spot. Okay, so you can hang up now. You have to be willing to put what you do, what we're going to talk about, into action. Okay, so tell me, are you guys action takers? And I see a lot more people participating in the chat. This is awesome. So type in the question box if you guys are ready to take action. Type action. And I just know because you guys showed up here tonight that you guys are the action takers, because it's really, out of the huge number of people that signed up for this call tonight, you guys are here. And you guys are the right people. You guys are the action takers. I'm so excited that you guys are here. All right, so let's talk about the 3 secrets. So here are the 3 secrets. Half of all coaches earn less than $20,000. That is a sad fact. So tonight I'm going to talk to you about the secret of what separates the $20,000 coaches from the $200,000 coaches, right? Because, it's not much fun making $20,000 a year. I've been there, and it's not very fun. Number 2, we're going to talk about how to turn on the client faucet. And that's that's that whole struggle that I went through. I want you guys to be able to skip that. I want you to be able to do this quickly instead of taking years like it did for me, okay? So we're going to learn how to turn on the client faucet. And I'm going to share with you the secret that I used to get $45,600 of clients in just 1 hour. Okay, so that's a really good hour of work, right? I'm going to share that with you guys tonight. And then the third secret is we're going to eliminate the number 1 reason that prospects say no to coaching so that you don't have to sell. Sound good? Awesome. All right, so let's dig into secret number 1. All right, so who wants to learn secret number 1? From 20,000 to 200,000. All right, now I don't need to know this, so if you guys don't want to know, Michelle, Amy, all right, you guys are ready. Okay, awesome. So let's look at how you can separate yourself from 20,000 to 200,000 and even more per year in coaching. All right. So like I said, this is a true fact that half of all coaches, they did a survey, and half of all coaches earn less than $20,000. Really, really horrible, right? Because basically you're just, getting yourself a job. So what separates the $20,000 people from the $200,000 people? It's not skills, and it's not their heart or wanting to help people or any of that. And it can be a really frustrating place, right? Because you love what you do, you know that you can help people, but yet you're still struggling with getting clients and the money, right? It's not fun. So who's ready to stop the feast or famine, right? Put stop the feast or famine in the chat if you guys are ready for that, because I know I was. You do really, really well, and you'd be all excited. You'd start, enjoying life and spending a little bit more money, and then bam, the famine kicks in, and you're like, oh no, crap, I shouldn't have spent any money last month, right? So I want to show you guys how to do that. All right, so what's keeping you guys stuck? Your money mindset. Now, I just want to get an idea of where you guys are at right now. Where are you on this $20,000 to $200,000 spectrum? Are you making $20,000 and really struggling? Are you making 60? Are you making 100? Are you making 200? Are you making more? Just type it in the chat. And again, this is just for me and you. I'm not going to announce, your name and how much money you're making to anybody. It'll just be private between the two of us, because that's really going to help me help you guys throughout the rest of tonight's call to see how I can really customize this. Okay, so we have some people 40,000, some people less than 20,000. Okay, 0 just starting out. Okay, well the good news is for those of you that are just starting out, this is the way to get going fast and not have all the pain that I went through. Okay, we have some people around 80. Okay, good. Yeah, and share the stuff here. Like, if you don't usually play, I want you guys to play along with us tonight, okay? Because that's how you're going to get the most value. So what's keeping most people stuck at that lower level from hitting that high 6-figure is their money mindset, okay? And I'm going to teach you how to change that tonight, okay? All right, so your money mindset is your family money story plus your cultural money story, okay? That is what your money story is. So let's take a look at what is your family money story. Is it, oh, money doesn't grow on trees, we don't have enough money, it's too expensive, you have to work hard? What is it that is stopping you guys that your family used to say all the time? And the first step here is to identify it. And I even have to catch myself these days when we'll go somewhere and my kids will want something. I'll say, oh, no, I'm not buying it. It's too expensive. And it's not too expensive what they want to buy. It's just that I don't want to buy it. So you're just being lazy with the way we phrase things is creating a crappy money mindset for our kids, right? So put in the chat some of the things that your parents said to you, okay? Now, the cultural money story is the North American culture and how we see money. Because if you've ever noticed in movies, the villain is always, almost always, either somebody that wants to get more money or somebody that's really rich. Like even in 101 Dalmatians, Disney movie, the Cruella, she was the rich lady that wanted to make fur coats out of puppies, right? It doesn't get much more evil than that, right? So the thing is that, so those two things are creating your money story. Now the good thing, like Tony Robbins says, is that he is, you can change this in an instant. You don't have to wait a year. You don't have to wait 10 years. You don't have to, even wait an hour. You can decide right this minute and say, listen, my money story is not my money story. I'm going to change that. So who's ready to change their money story? Awesome. Okay, good. You guys with me so far? Are you getting this? All right. So the thing is your money mindset, you have a set point right now, okay? So that money set point is, it's like a speedometer in a car, like on cruise control. So I used to see this all the time when I was in sales, that you would see somebody that would make, they were a $4,000 a month salesperson. The first week of the month, they would make $3,500. And you would think, oh my gosh, this guy is going to knock it out of the park because they just made almost what they make in a whole month the very first week. And you would be very surprised. But at the end of the month, that $4,000 a month salesperson would hit very close to $4,000. Why? Because they put on the brakes. Their money story slowed them down. Just like the cruise control slows you down when you are in the car and you go down a hill, it puts on the brakes, right? When it gets too easy, you put on the brakes, right? Now, on the other hand, I used to see people that used to make $8,000, $10,000 a month, and the opposite would happen. They would get to the end of the month, and they might only be at, $2,000 or $3,000 or even $4,000. And instead of just making $3,000 or $4,000 at the end of that month, they would do everything. They would pour on the gas, right? They would pour on the gas just like a car going up the hill, and they would make their money to where they saw themselves. They would hit that $8,000 or very close to it by the end of the month, right? So have you experienced this yourself? That you get stuck in that rut, right? So this is your set point, and you need to be able to reset that. Okay, so here's how you reset that. The first thing you're going to do, and this is a writer-downer, this is an action. You guys said you're action takers. This is the first action. I want you to start tracking all of your income daily. And this is really fun. I had a client that just started doing this, and it's amazing when you start to look at the money that's coming into your life. Like, you might find a penny on the ground. You might find $1. It was funny. My husband showed me today that he had a little envelope that he got from the dry cleaners, that they found money in his pocket when they were dry cleaning his clothes. Everything, track it. Your husband's money, all of that, okay? So let's start. Who's going to track their money? Just put track it in the chat there. Awesome. And I love you guys are playing full out. All right, so the second step is you are going to figure out your money set point, okay? So let's talk about how you do this. It's super simple. All you do is you take the last 6 months of the year and you look at how much money you made each month, okay? You write down how much you made each month, and then you add it all up, 6 months worth, and then you divide it by 6, okay? Because you might have had some months that you made less, you might have had some months that you made more, but if you divide it by 6, that gives you the average, okay? So you find the money set point, and then what I want you to do is set a bold new money goal, okay? And this is really important. You want to look at, okay, this is what I'm stuck at. I'm stuck at, 4,000 a month. I'm stuck at 2,000 a month, whatever that is, and then increase it. So I don't want you to be like some clients I get and they say, oh, I want to make $1,000,000 this year and they're making 20,000. No, that's ridiculous. That's not bold. That's ridiculous. Okay. I want you to set something that's exciting and a little scary. Okay. Exciting and scary. So it's bold for you. Okay. So what's bold for you and what's bold for the next person are not the same thing. Set something like 20%, 30% of where you are right now. And then keep tracking it so that you know when you hit it. Okay. All right, so this is what happened with my mom, because my mom, she never saw herself as a six-figure person. It's funny because she always had side businesses when I was growing up. When I was a little kid, she sold jewelry. She had a jewelry business, and she did really well with it, and she actually ended up selling it. She did makeup when I was really little. She did all sorts of crafty and artsy things. She wrote a book. She had a TV show and got sponsors. I mean, like, crazy things, but they are all just little side businesses. They were never like making lots of money, right? Because she still wanted to be home with us kids, right? And so she never saw herself as making a lot of money. She saw my dad as the big money earner, okay? So when we started talking about coaching and she was setting her rates really low. And I was like, this is ridiculous, Mom. You have to set your rates higher because people aren't even going to believe you're a good coach if you charge that much, right? So I trained her as a hidden profit coach. And when I started training her as a hidden profit coach, the sky became the limit because, she could make as much money as she wanted in the hours that she wanted to work because, she like I said, she lives that quote unquote retired lifestyle. So she wants to enjoy herself. She's at that stage of her life that, she wants to have fun. She wants to relax a little bit. So now people are willing to pay her $800 an hour, $1,000 an hour, because she has the skill set, okay, and she believes in herself. So what made the difference for her? So number one, I was believing in her, and I believe in you guys. I'm so excited that you guys have come here tonight to take advantage of this opportunity because, you could be sitting watching Thursday TV right now or, painting your nails or whatever it is, right? But you guys decided, listen, I'm going to take this hour and I'm going to do something different. And I believe that somebody that does that, that was my first step, is investing in myself and learning. So I believed in my mom, and I showed her exactly how she could charge more. And then I trained her as a hidden profits coach so that she was able to get these skills to get the clients, right? She was able to, help people grow their businesses immensely so, she doesn't have to be shy to charge the money that she's charging. All right. So with the, why is this possible? Because using those hidden profit systems, instead of charging by the hour, saying, oh, I charge $800 or $1,000 an hour, now she's able to show clients the results. So her clients are getting anywhere from $50,000 to $1 million a year increases. So that means that she's not shy to charge $800 a month and $800 an hour. Okay, and that's something that sometimes I do feel a little shy about when I tell people these numbers because my stepdaughter, she's in her second year of law school. She's doing all this work. I mean, studying her brain off. And she's not going to be able to charge the same numbers that I'm able to charge and be able to stay home and, be home when the kids get off the school bus. So that's what I want for you guys, okay? Isn't that amazing? All right. So who else is ready for a big shift? Type in there. Okay. So when you look at that big shift, the thing is that you have to know how to get results for clients, right? So the thing is that, so like I'll give you an example of a factory. So there's a factory, and the factory, there's one machine that's not working in the factory. And when this one machine shuts down, that means nobody can do anything. The machines are not working. They're not making anything. They're not able to make stuff to sell, right? So this guy comes in to fix the machine. He looks at the machine, takes a few minutes, looks at it, and he pushes a button. All of a sudden, the machine's back up and running. The whole factory is now operational. He turns around, hands the guy an invoice to the guy that's on the floor of the factory, and he says, it's $100. And the guy says, my gosh, it's $100. It took you like a minute. And you pressed a button. Like, how can that be worth $100? And the guy said, it's not the $100. It's $1 to push the button. It's the $99 to know which button to push. Okay? So that's really how to create value for your clients. All right? So who's ready to make a big shift? All right, Michelle. Who else? Amy? Susan? All right. Beth? Awesome. Okay. Well, let's show you how to do it. So the next thing is to look at secret number 2, how to turn on the client faucet. Okay? So this is the secret that I used to get $45,600 of clients in 1 hour. Okay? So super, super fun and very simple to do. All right, so how do you do that? Well, the first thing to think about when you're turning on the client faucet is, who are your perfect clients, right? Because when you market to your perfect clients, the difference between them and just any old client is your perfect clients are the ones that buy more because they love you, they love your products and services, they invest in almost everything that you have to offer. So I have 2 clients right now that have been with me for 8 years, okay? 8 years they've been paying for coaching with me. Now, not only are they paying for coaching, but they've also paid me to coach their staff and train their sales staff. They've hired me for half days and full days to help them design their website and their marketing. They've hired me to work with new territories they opened, okay? So they are investing in everything, and that's why having perfect clients is so valuable. Because when you have somebody like that, instead of going out and replacing new clients every year, right, they have a higher lifetime value. So I don't always have to go back out and try to find new clients. I have tons of clients that have been with me 3 or 4 years, right? So that makes it easier that you're not always having to fill the funnel, okay? The awesome thing about the perfect clients is they also refer you lots of your other perfect clients. So that's really good too, because they buy and buy more. All right. So the business owner's serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept that there are some clients I cannot change, the courage to confront the ones I can help change, and the wisdom to know the difference. Okay, a little levity there. But it's true, because just like when we get married, we think, oh, we're going to change them. Well, same thing with clients. We think, oh, I'm going to change this person, right? And it's not possible all the time. So we need to take some time and look at if that's possible. All right. So the first thing I want you to do for this, for your perfect clients and filling your faucet, is to establish your baseline. Know where you're at. Now, some of you guys are just starting out, so the baseline is 0, or the baseline is 20,000, or 50,000, whatever that is. Look at those numbers, and I want you to look at who are the 20% of the clients that account for 80% of your profits. Okay? So do you have that person in mind? Even if it's one person, think of your best client that absolutely loves you and would invest in everything that you do. Okay? All right, so knowing your numbers is super important, because it's going to, everything that we do, you're going to be able to see, okay, how much money can I spend on advertising? How much money can I invest in a salesperson eventually, right? If you decide you want to outsource your sales. So the first thing is to know, what is your average client sale? So go ahead and pop that in the chat. Is it $50? Is it $100? Is it 500? Is it 1,000? 5,000? Pop that in the chat. What's your average sale right now? And I want to see where you guys are at. Okay, we have some 250, 3, 6, okay, 50, okay, 30. Okay, what are you guys selling? I'm curious. Okay, 100, okay. All right, and put what you're selling. Okay, so that's your average sale. Now what you want to look at is, what is the lifetime average? So if you're selling something for $100, what's the lifetime value of that client for $100? So is it $1,000 that they're spending with you? Are they staying with you for 10 months? What is the lifetime average for you? Okay? So go ahead and type those in. Thank you, Lisa, Sharon, Susan, Amy. All right, awesome. Now what I want you to look at is, remember that perfect client that we had in our head just a few minutes ago? And if you don't have a perfect client, think of who you would think is your perfect client, right? If you could build that perfect client. So you want to create that avatar in your head of who that perfect person would be, okay? What would the average sale be if you had a perfect client? Would that be your high-end package? Would that be a combo package? Would it be a bundling of a whole bunch of products and services that you have together? That is going to be a lot higher number than your average sale with a regular client. And then the lifetime value. Okay, so shoot those numbers into the question box so I can see. And if you guys, some of you that are just coming in, I see there's more people joining us, play along, type your answers in the question box because you're going to get more out of tonight's call. Okay, so what's the best way to reach your perfect clients? Who wants to know the best way to reach their perfect clients? Just taking a sip of water here. Okay, good. All right. Well, then let's do it. All right, so here's the best way to reach your perfect clients. Speaking and webinars. So just like we're doing here tonight, because instead of me talking to one person or going to a networking group and finding one person to talk to, and then go have a coffee with them and all that we talked about that was painfully hard, speaking and webinars is great because you can go to places that already have your perfect clients in that room, okay? You can either promote your own event, which is what I did here tonight. So I did a Facebook ad, and you guys decided to come and join me tonight. Or you can speak at other people's events, so people that already have that list of who you want to talk to. And the cool thing about it is I can reach all of you guys here, right, for the same amount of time that it would take me to talk to one person, okay? So instead of talking to one person, I'm able to speak to 150. So it makes a big difference, okay? So who would love to do speaking or webinars? Just type in there if you want to do speaking or you want to do webinars or you want to do both. Okay, awesome. Sorry, I'm hitting the slides here with my thumb. All right, so one of you guys, oh good, you guys want to do the speaking. You want to do both. Okay, good. All right, so one of the things people say is, all right, that's great for you, Stacy. You've been doing this for a long time, but, what if I don't have a big list? Or what if I don't have a big Facebook page following? That is not a problem. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this, okay? So you can do, and I'm going to show you the two different models of how to do this as well, okay? So let's look at a tiny list to a huge list, okay? So if you look at this that I have up here on the screen, if you look on the second line down where it says VOC list November 2013 lookalike CA, what I did is I imported a tiny list. We're talking like 800 people, okay? And I put that into Facebook's Power Editor, and I said, please build me a custom audience. That's all I did, okay? And you can just Google this on Google, and Google will tell you exactly how to do this. Super simple, super easy. I'm not technical, and this was super simple. So you upload your list in a simple Excel sheet. Then you hit create a lookalike audience, okay? Now, when you create the lookalike audience, I just want to tell you, don't wait till the last minute to do this if you want to promote something, because it can take anywhere from a few hours to 24 hours for Facebook to do that. But what Facebook does is they say, here's the people that you uploaded on this list. Let's find some people that like the same sort of thing. So say, for example, you had a list of dog lovers and people that all had dogs. Well, Facebook is going to find you more people that all love dogs, right? If you had a list of business owners, Facebook's going to find you all business owners. If you had a bunch of people that all lived in Florida, it's going to find other people that live in Florida that have the same sort of things. Like it might be all people that live in Florida that have kids, or all people in Florida that are retired, or all chiropractors, okay? Facebook does this for you. It's magical. So I did two lists here. I did the CA reach, which is Canada, and then I did US reach, which is US, because I wanted to separate them and see how the different lookalike audiences performed when I did the ads. So you can see from the same list of 800 people, from 800 we went to 965,400 people. From 800 people, again, the same 800. I didn't have two lists of 800. I had one list. So from the same 800 list, I said find me the same types of people, the lookalike in the U.S. That was 965. That was 10,075,200 people. Okay, so you can see tiny list to a big list, right? Bach is Business Optimizer Coach. Good question, Beth. Good question. So it's just a segment of my list from my Business Optimizer Coach website. Okay. Good question. All right. So who thinks they could do this very simply, right? All right. So the crazy thing is, even if you don't have any list to start with, you don't need to have large numbers of people to attend to make this profitable. And I'm going to show you two different models that I did. Okay? So the first one was the low end model. So I had a speech with 30 people. Now this was a very, it's a small group, but the cool, the other thing about this group is they're very newbies. They're just starting out in business. So I decided to make them an entry-level package, and I sold out the whole program at $1,500, okay, with just 30 people, okay? So that's very, very doable. On the high end, I did a webinar last year, and I had 30 people attend, and out of those 30 people, I had 2 people that signed up for a high-end coaching package, which was $45,600 in 1 hour. Okay, so again, not huge numbers. You can get 30 people. 30 people on the phone is not a big thing. Okay, so which end do you guys want to focus on? Do you want to do the low end? Do you want to do the high end? Where do you guys see yourself? Or maybe you want to do both. Put it in the chat. Okay. Yeah, both. Yeah, because some markets you're going to find are lower end, and some that you're going to find that the higher end is a better fit. So there's no reason to not do both. Okay, awesome. All right, so let's talk about secret number 3. Are you guys getting this so far? Is this making sense to you guys? Awesome. All right, so secret number 3. Who wants to know how to eliminate the #1 reason that prospects say no to coaching so that you guys don't have to sell? How many of you guys love selling? Pop in the chat. You love selling or you hate selling? I'm really curious. All right. Excellent, Lisa. Let's dream. Okay, you're not sure if you like selling. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's talk about this. How to eliminate that reason that prospects say no. Do you have an idea of why you think prospects say no? Okay. Most clients are saying no. It's not because they don't like you. It's not because they don't want coaching. It's not because they don't need coaching, right? It's because of the money, okay? So how many of you have had prospects that you know that you could have helped say no because they thought there was a big cost associated with coaching, right? So just pop that in the chat if you've had people say no. Yeah. Okay, it sucks, right? Because you know you could help them. But it's because they see your coaching as a cost or an expense instead of an investment. Okay, there's a big difference in those two words. Okay, so people are making a buying decision based on 2 things: emotion and logic. And most people are selling only to one of those. Okay, and as women and as coaches, we tend to lean to that emotional side, right? And when you do that, it makes it harder for a prospect to be able to say yes and also to stick with their yes. So sometimes you have people sign up and then they cancel. It's because you haven't appealed to both their emotion and their logic, okay? So you need to do both to be able to sell and have that make sense. So the emotional side could be like, oh, this feels good, this is fun, this is great, it's going to be awesome. But the logic side is like, all right, here's your return on investment, okay? All right, so you have to help them see that clear ROI, return on investment. So they're going to put in X number of dollars, and they're going to get way more than X number of dollars out on the other side, okay? So who would like to know how to show them the ROI? Put ROI in the chat there. Okay, excellent. All right. So let me just share with you, because this is something I struggled with. Like I said at the beginning, I was having a lot of people say yes, they wanted it, and then they would cancel, and then I had people, then I was just not signing up people. I mean, I had all this crap going on, okay? So before I do anything, I have to look at what the return on investment is. So before I invest in a coaching program, before I before I do any Facebook ads, I estimate my ROI, okay? So this is what I need to do for my clients, estimate their ROI. So I call that monetization. So before I did monetization, I would tell people, all right, my coaching program is $22,800. And they would start calculating my hourly rate based on how many sessions they had and how much time they had. And they would say, oh, that works out to like $1,266 an hour, right? That's ridiculous. Who wants to pay $1,266 an hour, right? You don't want to pay $1,266. You want to invest $1,266 an hour because you know that you're going to get way more than that back, and that's what an investment is. Okay? So once I learned about monetization, it became so much easier. So in a recent session with a prospect, I found just 2 places that he could make some simple changes. And I asked him to conservatively estimate how much money do you think you are going to make by improving those 2 areas. And he told me $120,000. So all of a sudden, the coaching looked like a great investment versus an expense. Can you see how that would be a great investment? Yeah, all right, so let's do the math. So his projected ROI, remember, this is what the client said. This wasn't what I told him. His projected ROI was $120,000. The coaching program investment was $22,800. So he had a net profit of $97,200. Now, I played the devil's advocate here, and I said, well, what if you only made half of that? If you made $60,000, you still had a $37,200 increase after his coaching investment, right? So who would want to go to an ATM like that all day long, right? Give somebody $22,800 and make back $37,200. That's a good return on investment, right? So type in ATM if you like that kind of ATM. And who wants to learn to do this with their clients so that you guys can get this working, so that your people want to invest with you? Okay, excellent. You guys can do this, right? So I'm going to give you an example. Just one of these strategies that I use to, help my clients monetize and see my client used this strategy, and I'm going to teach you this strategy. He increased his sales 48% in 1 month. So when I first get my client, I have them fill out this really big questionnaire and get to know a lot about their company, what their challenges are, what their goals are. And when I read his questionnaire, I thought, I know what he needs to do. He needs to let go of a lot of his staff, because his whole questionnaire was like problems with the staff. So I did that, and when I got on the phone with him and I started asking him some questions, he said, well, I can't let go of my staff because a lot of the staff had been with him for 50 years, 40 years. His company had been, these people were like 80 years old, right? They were his uncles. And then he had a bunch of people that were his nephews that were working for him, and people that he went to church with. So we said, all right, we have to do something, but he can't let go of any of his employees, because he said he wouldn't be able to hold his head up in church if he did that. So we needed something creative. So I implemented this one strategy. It increased his sales 48% in 1 month. Okay? So 48% in 1 month is pretty darn good without investing any additional money to do it. So would you like to learn how he did that? It's a good strategy to use with your clients. All right. So what we did with him is we used what's called the upsell technique. So an upsell is offering your clients an additional product or service at the point of sale before the customers complete the order. So the cool thing about this and all the hidden profit stuff I teach is that you can bring in extra business revenue without any additional expense. So what we did with him, he had a auto parts store, is we looked at most people were buying oil changes, and we just added on and said, hey, would you like to add some air filters and some other things that they should be doing at the same time they're changing the oil. So it didn't cost him any extra money. All it did was make him money. Okay, so the most popular example of this is McDonald's. And I haven't been to McDonald's for about 6 years, but when I was a kid, they used to say this, do you want fries with that? Now, they've totally even gone beyond that as an upsell, because they ask you if you want a trio, right? So that's where the money is. They immediately went from getting a burger to getting a burger and fries, increasing the how much the client was paying. All right. So this is why people are going to stop saying no to you, right? You're going to eliminate the reason that they're saying no. And it's by helping your clients find their hidden profits, okay? You need to be able to show them where the money is so that they can see the coaching is a good investment versus a cost, okay? So I'm going to give you some examples, right? I think some examples would help. Does anybody think examples would be helpful? Okay. So I'm going to give you some examples that Val, my mom, did with her clients. So the first example is a pub. So this is a pub in a very small town in the middle of nowhere. It was a father and a daughter, and the daughter was 100% against coaching. She did not want to hire a coach. But the dad was like, I think this would be a good idea. So they looked at increasing the revenue per person by $5 per person. Do you think that's doable, $5? Yeah, it was really doable, right? So they could see that it was super simple, super easy to implement. And when they did this, they increased their sales by $2,180 the first month with just one thing. That's not even all of the hidden profit strategies. That's just one strategy. And that wasn't even looking at, getting people to buy an appetizer or getting people to buy wine or dessert or any of that. That was just one $5 increase, okay? So it was really easy for them to say yes to coaching. They had a 27% increase during the slowest part of the year, right? So they were doing their happy dance. And that's one of the things I love to do with my clients is when they tell me this, I do a happy dance, and I write them back and say, yes, I'm doing the happy dance with you, okay? And that's what I want for you guys. So the next example is a chiropractor. Again, this guy was pretty tapped out. He was doing as many sessions as he could do, so he didn't know how he could grow his business without hiring another chiropractor, without moving to a bigger facility. Well, what Val discovered was that he had some machines that he wasn't using. And when she asked him, she said, well, what percentage of your patients would benefit from using this machine? And he said, all of them. Everybody should be using the machine. And she said, well, how many of them are? And he said, none. So just booking one of these machines, and he had two pieces of equipment, but we just started with one, right? We want to make this simple and easy for them. He increased his sales $2,400 a month just by asking them one question, okay? So do you think your clients, could see how easy this is to do? I mean, there's businesses everywhere. If you just look around you, there's hundreds of businesses, thousands of businesses, right? And then when you go out on the internet, there's millions of businesses. So these work for any type of company in any industry, any economy too. The next example is an insurance agent. We discovered, Val was coaching him, that he was not offering them more than one product. So he increased his sales 35% without adding any additional clients. Easy peasy. He was a happy dude, right? And the last one is a financial planner. And he increased his sales $300,000 the first year, all with just one strategy to upsell, right? So you can see, if you were making that type of money, how easy it is to say yes to coaching. You could say yes to investing in yourself and investing in your business. All right. So like I was saying, all the hidden profit strategies, now I'm writing a book on this as well, Hidden Profits, and they all meet these criteria. The first one is it gets fast results, right? So it's not, we do lots of coaching that, it's going to take you 6 months to a year to get some traction to start getting results, right? But the hidden profit strategies all get fast results. The other awesome thing about it is that they're free or low cost to implement. And I started really developing these strategies and working on these with my clients during the recession because that's when they really needed them, okay? And they can be done in any size business. So it doesn't matter if you just have one person in your business or if you have a huge company, you can implement these strategies. Okay? So you can see how exciting this is, right? Isn't this exciting? Yeah, it becomes super easy for people to say yes to a high-end coaching package, right? And I think that you want to up your prices. That's exactly what we need to do, is to get them to see the value. So let's look at some pricing examples and see what you think. All right. So if you were to charge $1,000 per month for 10 clients, that would be $10,000 per month, or $120,000 a year. Who would love to charge $1,000 a month? Does that sound good? All right. $1,500 a month at 10 clients. Now remember, 10 clients out of all the clients in all the possible businesses in your town that you could work with, all the businesses on the internet, all the businesses. You only need 10 out of the whole world, right? That would be $15,000 a month, or $180,000 a year. And if you charge $2,000 a month for 10 clients, that would be $20,000 a month, or $240,000 a year. Okay? So where do you guys see yourself on that pricing spectrum? How much do you guys want to make? Put it in the chat. Now, the cool thing about the model that I teach is that you're making that, and you're only on the phone coaching 15 hours a month with 10 clients. Okay? So that 15 hours a month is spent coaching the clients. The rest of the time is working on growing your business. Okay? That's doing the things you need to do to take care of the clients and putting more clients, doing the webinars, things like that. So, all right, so we're getting people, yes, definitely, $240,000. Awesome. 120. Okay, good. Yeah. And you don't have to make a huge jump. You just want to look at, all right, what can I do that's doable and how can I do it? The steps that'll take you there. All right. So I'm on a mission. I'm so passionate about this um, because I want to give entrepreneurs back to their families. Because my dad, he died when he was 56, and the older that I get, the younger it seems. Right? It seems much younger now. And my dad died without doing any of the things on his bucket list. He wanted to go down the intercoastal waterway. He wanted to travel. He wanted to go to Australia. He never did it. And the reason why is because he was always striving, always trying to make more money, and that was really frustrating for him and for a kid, right? So I didn't want to have that same lifestyle for my kids, and I was lucky that my mom modeled it for me. That she showed me that she was home with us kids, but she was always making some money, right? So the thing is I really want to give entrepreneurs back to their families, that they can be making enough money that they feel like they can take a break on the weekends. They feel like they could actually be present with their kids. And I can't do this all alone. So I decided, instead of just trying to reach business owners all over the world, I'm going to start with coaches, because with you guys, the cool thing is we model this prosperity and the values-based lifestyle. It's going to create this ripple effect of inspired entrepreneurs all over the world. Okay? Now, my proudest moment as a coach, I had a client. Now, this client has made the Inc. 5000 fastest growing companies in the United States 2 years in a row. Now, before that, when I was coaching him, he was making money, but he was so stressed out, he was not spending time with his family. My proudest moment was when we got his business working. He was making enough money that he was able to, Friday afternoon, take off work and go do taekwondo with his son. And then he actually was able to take his first vacation to Disney with his family. And now I still see him and his wife on Facebook, and it's so cool because I see them taking trips. Like last week, they were going somewhere, and they're always doing stuff with their kids. So I can see just with that one family how I've been able to make a difference, okay? And I want to make that ripple effect even bigger, okay? So let me ask you guys a question. Are you guys ready to create a six-figure coaching business, a multiple six-figure business, and have a life? So going back to the beginning, what did you want to do? Do you want to spend time with your family? Do you want to relax? Do you want to travel? Do you want to volunteer? Somebody said they're horseback riding. Have time for your forgotten hobbies. What is it that you guys want to do? All right. Yeah, you guys are big travelers. Yeah, all of the above. Awesome. Okay. So that's what I want to share with you. All right. So tonight, you now know how simple it is to turn a struggling coaching business into a multi-six-figure business, right? We went over all that. We looked at what separates the $20,000 coaches from the $200,000 coaches, right? We looked at how to turn on the client faucet, because you can build it, but if you don't have the clients coming in, it's not going to work. We looked at eliminating the reason that prospects are saying no. So monetizing, so they can see coaching as an investment instead of an expense, right? So creating a multi-six-figure business in business coaching is extremely doable, and I know you guys can do it, right? So who feels like it's very doable? I don't want you guys to go through what I went through, right? All right, so do you guys feel like this little girl right now? Yeah. Okay. I know, I talk fast. I tell my Southern clients, I'm 100% Yankee. I talk fast, but I had a lot to cover, and I wanted to make sure we went through it all. Okay. So we've done this hour. I want you to imagine yourself with your own multi-six-figure coaching business. Now, like my mom, you can have as many clients or as little clients as you want. I set myself a number, and I set myself my schedule that I only want to work, when the kids get off the bus, I'm done, okay? And I make an exception for the webinar because I know that I need to reach as many people as possible. So I want to reach you guys. So I spend this hour here with you guys. And you can set your own schedule, okay? So if it's okay with you guys, I'd love to show you the exact system I've created that has me earning over $200,000 a year part-time. Okay? Who wants to see that? All right. Awesome. Okay. So, I want to teach you the simple way, the fast way to six figures as a coach. And my exact system is inside a course that I've created. Now, I don't want you to, like I said, go through what I did, okay? Stress and I'm telling you, serious stress, tears, lots of tears. My poor husband, I mean, all those times I've cried on his shoulder, hysterical. And I'm not one of those little criers. I'm like one of those, like somebody's died criers. Um, Sleepless nights. You know, you're awake, you're thinking, oh my gosh, what if this client quits? Then I won't have enough money. What if I don't get a new client? All of that stress. And thinking, oh my gosh, what if I have to go back and get a job? That would be the worst, right? What if I had to commute and leave my kids in daycare and pick them up at daycare, you know, leave them there when it's dark and pick them up when it's dark? You know, and the other thing is feeling alone, because I was the only person I know that was doing this, right? And I was like really feeling alone, and with all my fears, with all my stress, with all my goals. And I don't want you to skip that. I don't want you to. Who would like to skip that? Just put in the chat, skip that. Awesome. Okay, yeah, it's not fun. And like Tony said, model, you know, success leaves clues. So you guys can follow my clues instead of doing it, you know, all yourself. So let me ask you a question. If I could show you a proven system to show your clients the money, to monetize, so that you could sign up more high-paying clients, is that okay if I share that with you guys? Okay, good. All right, you guys are ready to skip this. I can see that. Awesome. All right. Well, I just want to ask your permission because, like I said, I'm here to share with you. We spent an hour doing solid content, but now if you guys want to learn how to do it and you guys are saying, yes, please, 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 I want to show this to you guys. All right, awesome. But I only want to show it with you if you guys want to see it. All right. So, like I said, it's in a course that I've developed, and it's everything that you guys need to succeed. So I want you to think of this as your shortcut to success. So, you know, you can be like me and spend, you know, years studying all this stuff. So, but you can take everything that I've learned in the last 13, 14 years, marketing, internet marketing, sales conversations without being pushy. And that's a huge shortcut, right? All right. So what is in the course? All right. So this course is over 12 easy-to-follow training modules delivered by me, and these can be consumed at your own pace. So they're in a members area, so you can watch them as many times as you like, okay? Now, this is designed to have you up and running as soon as possible. So you can consume this content, go out there. I have people that are taking the content and getting off the phone and actually doing it and getting clients, actually making money, actually increasing the profits, okay? So just like I help my clients find their hidden profits and the fastest path to the cash, I want you guys to be profitable quickly, right? Because that's going to be fun for me, and I love to see you guys being successful. So here's the first component of the program. It's the Hidden Profit System. So this is 8 modules, and I'm telling you exactly where to find the profits for your clients. So just like the upsell that I taught you about tonight that helps my clients increase sales 48%, $300,000, all these things, I'm going to teach you exactly how to do an upsell, both in your business and also in your client's business, okay? And that's a $2,997 value. Now, I want you guys to stay to the end because, like I said, you're going to get the free gift, but also I'm going to make you, because you guys are the action takers, I'm going to show you how you can take advantage of all of these things as well, okay? All right, so results. This is Pam. She's in my call in the Hidden Profits. She said, I just listened to the first recording. It was amazing. I called my best friend who's an attorney and suggested she do the blank method on her clients. She's so excited. She recently picked up a new client, asked for my help because it relates to collections. We're going to meet tomorrow to go over the things she'll be able to do with existing clients, and I encouraged her to look at blank and blank to start. So here she did. She listened to one recording, she got on the phone, and she's actually implementing it. So it's awesome to see. This is one of my clients, Don. He said, last year working with Stacy as my marketing coach, I increased sales 178%. That is even more amazing considering it was in the depths of the recession in the logistics industry, which was hit hard. Isn't that awesome? Wouldn't you love to have testimonials like that? And, you know, he's been with me coaching for 8 years because he's getting awesome results. And when you can get your clients awesome results, they'll stay with you for a long time. All right, component number 2. This is turning on the client faucet to get high-paying clients training. So this module is everything you need to do to get high-paying clients quickly. We're just turning on the faucet for you, okay? So, you know, the thing is, some of you, your stomach probably went like, woo, when I said get clients to pay you $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month. And that's your money mindset, right? And we're going to work on that. I mean, I've had clients pay me up to $30,000 a month, okay? So I want you guys to turn on the faucet and get those high-paying clients that are willing to pay you, $10, $20, $30,000, okay? And that's a $997 value. So who wants high-paying clients? Yeah, okay. So here's what you're getting. It's the hidden profit system and the turning on your client faucet, and that's a $3,994 value. Okay? Awesome. What else are you getting? Like I said, I want this to be a shortcut for you guys, so I'm putting everything in this that you guys need. I'm not holding anything back, right? I'm not going to try to upsell you into something and say, oh, you should have had this. This is everything you need. So you're going to get my Attracting Your Perfect Clients program, because we talked about that. You want to get the perfect clients because they're going to spend more money with you. They have a higher lifetime value. You just want awesome clients, and this is how you do it. Now, this is Andre. He's actually one of my graphic designers. He's from Romania. He was looking at the Attracting Your Perfect Clients workbook because he was revising it for me and making it look prettier. And he sent me this testimonial just from the stuff that I sent him. He actually put the stuff into use. So he was an action taker. I was so excited. He said, I use the strategies from Attracting Your Perfect Clients program to maximize revenue with my existing clients, add more of my perfect clients, including a major international client, got rid of a bunch of not so perfect clients, and the year-to-date revenues are up more than 30%. Plus, I added my first employee to be able to handle all of the new client business. But this guy, he didn't even go through the whole program. He just read the workbook, and he did the exercises in the workbook. So if he can add 30% to his business just doing a few exercises in the workbook, I know you guys can do this, and you can do this with your clients. Okay? So you're going to get the Attracting Your Perfect Clients program that Andre used. That's $497 value. And that's a total value of $4,491. Okay, you guys getting this so far? Awesome. All right, bonus number 2. You're going to get my Selling with Confidence program. And this is how you get a yes without being pushy. So this is everything that you do to be able to sell more without feeling pushy, because nobody wants to feel like a used car salesman, right? So that's a $197 program. Now, this is what Sally said. She said, I wasn't sure that having a coach would help me build my new marketing agency. But after just 2 sessions with Stacy, I landed the client I'd been aiming for. So that was exciting. So here's what you're getting. You get the hidden profit system. You get the turning on your client faucet. That's everything you need to get those high-paying clients. You get the Attracting Your Perfect Clients program and the Selling with Confidence. And that's a $4,688 value. All right. Now, what else do you guys need? So you guys need the assessment. So this is, now, how many of you guys would love to have the tools and not have to reinvent the wheel? Okay? So you actually get this. You can print it out. You can customize it. You can put your name, your email, your website on here. It's all done for you, so you don't have to do the work. This took me a long time. Okay? So this is the assessment your clients are going to fill out before you start finding their hidden profits. Okay? So you can use this. Who would like to have the assessment that they could use in their business without having to reinvent the wheel? Yeah, just type assessment in there. Okay, great. And that's a $297 value. Like I said, you can customize that for your business. You can use it, included in the program. So as my business coach, Stacy helped me figure out who my ideal clients are and how to get more of them. Thanks to her skillful guidance, I submit fewer proposals and achieve a higher success rate, so my time is spent more productively. And Catherine tells me even years after, she still, thinks of how I told her to do things and has me in her head all the time. All right, so here's what you guys get. Total value, you have the hidden profit system. That's exactly how to find the hidden profits for your clients in their business. Like I said, it's not just finding it for your clients, but it's also finding it in your own business. So you can do it on yourself and with your clients. Turning on the client faucet, that's how to get those high-paying clients in your business. You have the Selling with Confidence. That's how to sell without being the pushy car salesman. And then you also get the hidden profit client assessment. It's a $4,985 value. Okay? All right, bonus number 4. Now this is where the magic happens. This is awesome. This is a template that walks you through exactly where to find the hidden profits. So you don't have to think about it. You don't have to try to figure it out. This shows you exactly where to find the profits. So for example, you only need to find one thing. So with that financial planner, we found one thing. It increased his sales $300,000. So you can see by doing this, clients are willing to pay you $10,000 or $20,000 or even $50,000 for coaching without batting an eye. This template, it took me years to develop. And the beauty of it, just like I told you with my client that he said, oh, I could make $120,000, they choose the numbers that we put in there, okay? So they choose the numbers, and then you're able to show them the ROI. So if you're going to make $120,000 and the coaching is $20,000, you're going to make an extra $100,000 this year. Easy peasy for the client to say yes, okay? So who would love to have that template so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel? Awesome. Okay, so here's what you get. The hidden profit system, the turning on your client faucet, the attracting your perfect clients, the selling with confidence, the hidden profits client assessment, and the hidden profits finder template. Like I said, that's where you're going to show them. At the end of that assessment, they're going to see all the money they're going to make in 1 year. They're going to see all the money they're going to make over the next 5 years, so they're able to invest in the coaching with you. Okay? Awesome. I know you guys want this stuff. I could see. Okay, awesome. Excellent. All right, so the next thing you guys need is the strategy session questionnaire. How many of you guys do strategy sessions, right? So you do the strategy sessions. You need to have the questionnaire. So this is all the right questions. So you go into that session knowing exactly what to say in terms of you have all the information on your client. That's a $97 value. All right, so you get the hidden profit system, turning on your client faucet, the attracting your perfect clients program, the selling with confidence, hidden profit client assessment, the hidden profit finder template, and the strategy session questionnaire. And that's a $7,079 value, okay? You guys with me so far? You're getting this? Awesome. All right, so this is awesome. This is my strategy session script. And again, this was all the trial and error that I did to find out how to sign up clients from prospects. This is my exact script. So imagine going into a strategy session and never being nervous, that you know that when you have a strategy session that you can turn it into a client and put the money, charge their card, put the money in your bank account, right? I just did this with a client, and it was funny. I told my husband, I said, well, they'd filled out the strategy session questionnaire, which you guys are going to get, and in the questionnaire it says, do you want coaching? How much do you want to invest in coaching? It has a lot of really good questions like that. And I said to my husband, this lady doesn't even want a coach. I don't even know why she signed up for this stupid thing, And I said, well, I'm just going to go and, do my thing and, serve the lady. This woman went through the system, and she turned into a client. She signed up for a whole year of coaching. In fact, today she just told me that using the marketing strategy that we put into place, she just made a $5,000 sale today. So turns out she didn't want coaching, but that script really works. So who would love to have a script like that, right? To know exactly what to say. All right, and like I said, it's a $297 value, but the value is way more than that because just getting one client, that's going to pay for years of using, multiple of this. So you get the hidden profit system, the turning on your client faucet, the attracting your perfect clients program, selling with confidence, the hidden profit client assessment, the hidden profit finder template, which is killer, the strategy session questionnaire, and the script so you know exactly what to say. Okay, so that's a $7,376 value. All right, what else do you guys need? You need some help, right? Who would like to have help, right? Somebody to ask questions, somebody to coach you through this? Well, I've actually put in here 3 one-on-one coaching sessions with Val, also known as Stacy's mom. This is a $933 value. She is a Hidden Profits master trainer. She is so good at this. She does Hidden Profits in her sleep, okay? So she really is good at this. So Val's going to take a look at your business. She's going to get to know you. Even if you're just starting out, she's going to help you figure out what you're doing. She's going to find the hidden profits in your business, and then she'll also mentor you of how to do this for your clients, okay? So who wants coaching with Val? Just put Val in the chat there. Awesome. Okay, good. Excellent. All right, so let's look at what you guys get. So you get the total value, everything that's in this. I really built this out so that you guys can just jump up, get running fast, okay? So you get the hidden profit system. That's the training on how to find the hidden profits, okay? So you know exactly where to find them in any business. You get the turning on the client faucet to get high-paying clients, the attracting your perfect clients. Those are just getting awesome clients. The selling with confidence, getting a yes without being pushy. The hidden profits client assessment that they fill out, the hidden profits finder template, the strategy session questionnaire, and I forgot to mention the strategy session questionnaire. Again, you can use that. You can send that out to your clients. You can pop your email in there, your contact information. It's all for you to customize. You get the strategy session script, and then you get the 3 hidden profit coaching sessions with Val, which I saw you guys all want to do the coaching sessions with Val, right? So that's a total value of $8,309. All right, so what else do you guys get? You also get the Hidden Profits Business Facebook group. And I know you think, oh, it's just a little Facebook group. Oh, no, this is awesome. You guys get daily coaching in there. Both myself and Val are in there daily. Plus, you're going to benefit from the wisdom of the group because the people that are in there, they're awesome. They're taking action just like you guys are here tonight, and they're out there doing it. So you don't have to be alone like I was in my office, in my basement, doing it by myself, crying, being stressful. If you have a question, just pop in the Facebook group and ask, and we'll help you out, okay? All right, so this is what you get. You get the Hidden Profits System, the Turning on Your Client Faucet, the Attracting Your Perfect Clients program, the Selling with Confidence, the Hidden Profits Client Assessment, and the Finder template. You get the Strategy Session questionnaire and script. You get the 3 Hidden Profits coaching sessions with Val, and the private Hidden Profits Facebook group. So that's an $8,309 value, okay? So let me ask you a question. You know, we talked about getting 10 clients, right? And we said there's 10 clients. It's easy to get 10 clients, but what if you just got 2 clients right now, right? And if you were to charge $1,000 a month for 2 clients, that would be $24,000 a year. If you got $1,500 a month clients, that would be $36,000 a year. And if you guys got really out there and charged $2,000 a month, that would be $48,000 a year. But again, I'm going to be devil's advocate here. What if you got just 2 clients at $1,000 a month? If you guys would like us client at $1,000 a month, would that be worth it? So, you know, I said this is an $8,309 value, but if I charge just $4,000, would that make sense for this program? Because everything after that is pure profit, right? So, like, even if you only got 1 client, at 2 clients at $1,000 a month, you have the $24,000 a year minus the $4,000 invested in the program. That's $20,000 of pure profit, right? You know, and if your stomach's flipping at charging $1,000 a month, we're going to help you own your own value, get the confidence to charge that. You know, if all this did was give you enough time and money to take a vacation, would that be worth it? Would it be worth it to you guys to take a vacation, to travel? Yeah, exactly. That's like I said, I just love, my kids love to play in that fountain. So you can see why this is a really crazy good deal at $4,000, right? But I'm going to do something a little crazy and give it all away at $19.97, okay? But like I said, you guys are here today. You guys are the action takers. You're not out watching Grey's Anatomy or something. So because you guys are here today, I'm going to go even crazier. It's an $8,309 value. And like I said, I did not inflate the prices of the stuff. In fact, it's probably worth a lot more than that. The regular price is $39.97, but because you guys are here today, you can get started for just $9.97. Okay, so that's a $3,000 savings off of the regular price. That sound good? Who likes to save money? $3,000 off, right? That's a really good deal. That's a screaming good deal. Okay, so all you do is go to businessoptimizercoach.com/profits with an S and just sign up. Now it's $9.97. Today, paid in full, or if you guys need a payment plan, you can do 3 payments of $397. Does that sound like a good deal? Yeah, awesome. Okay. So again, just open a new browser. I give you permission. I know I told you not to be distracted. You can open a new window or open a new browser and go to businessoptimizercoach.com/profits. Okay, and I'm going to take some questions if you have questions, but I want you guys to go there right away because we have a bunch of people on the line tonight. The first 5 people who invest in the Hidden Profit System are also going to get a free 30-minute marketing strategy session with me. Okay, so how many of you guys would like to have a session with me? Okay, awesome. Okay, so you guys run there. The first 5 people, we're going to find out where you're leaving money on the table. We're going to figure out what stopped you from reaching your goals in your past, and then really help you create a plan for 2015. Okay, so, you know, the things that have stopped you in the past, you don't need to let them stop you tonight. You just go invest in yourself, invest in your business, because that's the way that you're going to get to the next level. Okay? So you go to businessoptimizercoach.com/profits. Like I said, there is a payment plan, so you can let Visa and MasterCard finance you. Or if you need even more financing, you can always go to PayPal and get their 6 months no interest finance. So the thing is that I'm going to kick you guys in the butt, right? Because I'm not going to let you guys just flounder around making, $20,000 a year, $50,000. I'm going to help you reach your goal because this is really my mission to help people, give entrepreneurs back to their family. And I want you guys to have that lifestyle. So here's the total value for you guys today. You get the hidden profit system, the turning on your client faucet to get high-paying clients training, the attracting your perfect clients program, the selling with confidence, the hidden profit client assessment, the hidden profit finder template. That's where you find all the money and show the clients the money. You get the strategy session questionnaire, and you get the strategy session script. I accidentally wrote questionnaire twice. So that's that magic script that helps you sign up clients. And you get 3 hidden profits coaching sessions. And you get the Facebook group. So instead of $83.09, today is just $9.97. And really, how can you afford not to do this? I mean, one client will pay for this, right? So the investment is there. Your return on investment is there. Okay. So the thing is, I had 2 choices with this. And when I talked about this with my coach, because I strongly believe in having my own coach as well, they said, you could make this an ongoing license program. In fact, somebody just said that to me today. You could make this a license program or a certification. And what would happen is that coaches would have to pay for this every time they delivered the material. And I have a client in the Middle East, and that's what he had done is he had bought this licensing program, and now he's like being sued by the company because he wants to get out of it and deliver his own content. But he can't because he's already licensed with this company. So that was one choice. Make this an ongoing program that you have to keep paying every year, every time you use it. Or get this course out there and help as many businesses as possible all over the world. Like I said, that's my mission. I want to give entrepreneurs back to their family. And so by helping you guys learn how to do this, we can help so many businesses. We can help so many families, right? We can help so many kids out there that want to have their parents pay attention to them, right? Instead of being always, on the computer. So that's really what my choice was to do that. And so that's how I chose that. So you just go to businessoptimizercoach.com/profits, and you guys can get started right now tonight digging into this. Now you guys have 2 choices. Like I said at the beginning, you guys can, number one, you can do nothing, right? And that's what the majority of people are going to do. They're not going to do anything. Or you can make a small investment today in your future and have me on your side to cheer you on. Now I had a new client, and this client was not making any money. And she said she wanted to do a coaching program with me. And I was a little stressed about it. And I was like, I felt a little funny that she wasn't making any money, and she wanted to invest in a coaching. And you know what she said to me? She said, Stacy, you cannot be worried about this. I am not investing in you. I'm investing in me. I'm investing in me. I'm investing in my family. And I'm investing in my future. I'm not investing in you. And I thought, oh, well, she just put me in my place, But that was, this is somebody that had, gone to a food bank to get food. And now she was saying, listen, I'm going to make my business work, and I'm investing in myself, right? And she knew that it was worth it to have me there to cheer her on, to have me teach her the way to go instead of trying to do it the hard way. Okay, so if you guys want to speed up your learning curve, just go to businessoptimizercoach.com/profits, right? And I know you guys are action takers. All right, so here's my crazy guarantee, okay? So, if you're not happy for any reason, it's a 30-day get your money back guarantee. So, there's no reason for you guys not to do it. Even if it's 29 days, 23 hours, 59 minutes, if you're not happy, I will personally refund your money, okay? So you go to businessoptimizercoach.com, okay? All right. So again, this is everything you're getting in the program, the hidden profit system. That's teaching you exactly where all the hidden profits are. And there's tons of them, right? And I'm going to walk you step by step where to find them in your business and in your client's business. You get your turning on your client faucet to get high-paying clients. You get the attracting your perfect clients program. You get the selling with confidence, getting yes without being pushy. You get the hidden profits client assessment, the hidden profits finder. So that's where you actually show this finder to the client and show them exactly where oh wow, you're gonna increase your business 120,000 here, you're gonna increase it 10,000 there, and then you're gonna show them what the return investment is with the coaching. You're gonna get the strategy session questionnaire and the script. So this is the script that's gonna help you sign up clients. And then you get the 3 Hidden Profits coaching sessions with Val and the Hidden Profits Facebook group. So again, this is something that you can't afford not to do because just one client will cover your investment of $997. All right, so I'm going to stay on and not ask a few questions, but answer a few questions. So if you have questions, pop them in the question area over there, and I'll answer them for you. Okay? All right. Okay, are the trainings going to be recorded? Yes. The cool thing is everything is going to be in the members area. So you have a complete members area where you have all of the trainings, and you can just go through them step by step. But I have people that have gone back and listened to them 2, 3 times because they want to make sure that they're able to do this for their business and for their client's business. So you can go back at any time. It's, you have lifetime access to that. Am I one of the first 10? Okay, let me see here. Now, again, it's not the first 10, it's the first 5 that get the coaching sessions with me. Now, everybody will get the coaching sessions with Val. Now, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to do that because I've been filling her up pretty good here. So one of these days she's just going to tell me, no, I can just do group coaching. I can't do any more one-on-ones. So, yeah, right now we still have some spots available. So I want you guys, you just go to businessoptimizercoach.com/profits and get in there and get started. All right. What else? Okay. So I really want this, but I can't afford it right now. Yeah. No, and I get this. I've been in this place where, it's a time that you cannot afford something, but you can't afford to stay where you are, right? It's too painful to stay where you are. So you have to do something different that will help you increase your business, increase your life, and develop a lifestyle. Okay? Somebody said, will this work for direct sale businesses? Yes, definitely. This is awesome because all these strategies, like I said, can be done in almost any single business, any size of business. So these are a lot of strategies that, especially, a lot of the direct sales businesses are women, and they don't know these strategies. So it's really cool to be able to teach them to them. They'll be able to see direct results in their business, and they'll also be able to see their downline use this as well. So that'll help. Okay, excellent. All right, and I do have a payment plan. Like I said, there's the 3 payments that are available. And then also the other thing you can do is if you want PayPal to finance it for you, go to PayPal, and they have they'll actually lend you the money interest-free for 6 months. So that's one way to do it as well if you don't have room on your Visa or MasterCard or anything like that. Okay, let's see. All right. All right, and I can see you guys there's people signing up right now. All right, any more questions? Let's see. Okay, will this work for me? That's a question you have to ask yourself. Okay, so I know this stuff works. This stuff is proven year in, year out. This is working for me. This is working for my clients. This is working for the people that are already in the Hidden Profits program. The thing is that you have to ask yourself is, are you willing to do the work? Are you going to implement it? Are you going to get off the call and go do it, right? Because I can teach you all the strategies, but you have to do it. So I 100% know that it works. That's why I have the 100% money-back guarantee, because I know that this works. And I know that people aren't going to refund it because they're going to love it. All right. So, again, that's what you have to ask yourself. Are you willing to change your money mindset and your life? All right, I went through a lot of stuff. I'm overwhelmed with what to do first. All right, well, what you want to do first is jump on and get your program, because the first 5 get the coaching session with me. And I'm not taking on any private coaching clients right now, so there's a wait list. So go to businessoptimizercoach.com/profits, get in the program, and then you're going to have an email that comes out and tells you exactly what to do. You'll join the Facebook group, which is one of the first things. Go in and introduce yourself. Join the group. I'll introduce you to everybody. Everybody will say hi. Then you jump on the membership site and just start digging around in there. It's awesome. You're going to find all the sessions that are already recorded in there. You start doing those and walking through it step by step. Now, the cool thing is you're also going to get to call the coaching sessions with Val. So she's going to reach out to you, set a time for you guys to talk in the next week or so. Again, that's first come, first serve in terms of booking your appointments with her. So you want to respond to her email as soon as possible, get that on the calendar. If you're confused, she will walk you through it, exactly what to do. And like I said, you also have the Facebook group. Okay, I'm totally new to business coaching. Will this work for me? Well, this is so exciting because when I first started business coaching, people didn't even know what business coaching was. And when I used to go into places and introduce myself as a coach, I would see people's eyes just totally glazing over. And this was actually funny because one of the Hidden Profits coaches that just got started, she said she was having the same experience. And then when she started telling people that she helped people find the hidden profits in their business, it was like night and day between how people saw her before and how people saw her now. So yeah, the cool thing about it is if you're just starting out with a coaching, this is great because it's going to help you have the tools to get started faster, be able to charge more faster, and know how to find those hidden profits for you and for your clients, right? So you won't make the same mistakes that I made. Okay, and if you have any more questions, you guys can pop it there in the question box. Do you offer support if I get stuck? Yes. So the first thing to do is reach out to the Facebook group. Ask questions, right? We're there, like not 24/7, but we're there a lot. Okay. Then you also have Val for your coaching sessions. And if you're one of the first 5, you're also going to get a coaching session with me. So we're 100% there for you. I want everybody on here. I want you guys to succeed. I'm really so passionate about this. I'm passionate about, you can go to coaching school and learn how to coach and get a lot of skills. But if you don't know how to grow your business and you don't know how to get results for your clients and show them the money and be able to monetize, you're not going to be able to build a business as fast. Okay, so I'm really 100% behind you guys. Just reach out and ask a question. All right, do you need a client base to start? I know no one. You know what? I was in that position. I actually moved to where I am right now. I live in a little town outside of, in Quebec. It's 99.7% French here, okay? I do speak French, but I don't do coaching in French. In fact, I don't like to do coaching in French. But I knew nobody. I not only knew nobody, but nobody even spoke the same language, right? And I was able to do this. So you don't need to know anybody. Like I showed you, you don't need huge numbers. We're talking, if you could make 30 people make $1,500, from 30 people make $46,000, it's certainly possible. You only have to get one client to make your investment back, right? And then there's certainly 10 businesses around you that you can get, right? You don't need to know somebody. And we're going to teach you exactly how to get started with that. Okay? Does that answer your question? All right. I'm going to be out of town. How long do I have access to the recordings? So what you want to do is just go in your members area and just pop in there and listen to them. You don't have to worry if you miss a call or any of that. The only calls you have to worry about missing are the calls with Val. If you schedule an appointment with her, make sure you show up. But other than that, all this stuff is recorded now, so you have complete access to that. Okay. All right. I see all you guys asking questions. Good. All right. Action takers. All right. Let's see if there's any more questions. All right. No more questions that I see. All right. Okay, so I'm going to leave this open for you guys for the next 30 minutes so you guys can take some time if you need to think about it, figure out your money stuff if you need to. But again, like I said, it's $9.97 today. And you also have the 3 payment option. So that's very doable. Okay, so that's the special tonight. You're saving $3,000, right? Yeah, it is on sale, right? It's on sale so go tonight. I started the countdown clock here for the 30 minutes. And just go to businessoptimizercoach.com/profits with an S. And if nobody else has any questions, then I will leave this open for you guys. So you can see on the left everything that you get in the program. And you can go ahead and take advantage of that. Jump in. I can't wait to welcome you guys in the Facebook group and get to know you guys, get to know what your goals are, get to know what your questions are, all of that. Again, just go to businessoptimizercoach.com/profits with an S. And I can't wait to start working with you guys and help start doing the happy dance. All right? So I'll leave the page open, and I will see you in the members area. Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.